Hello all, thank you for having us today. This is our proposed idea for incorporating sensory marketing into our Brazilian-themed coffee shop, Aroma Brasileiro. Firstly, I would like to introduce you to the Aroma Brasileiro team. Thuy Vo, Alex Miles, Jia Hua, Tim Fahy, and myself, Jack Lister. Our passion for coffee and cultural diversity has led to the creation of our store. So who are we? We are Aroma Brasileiro, a Brazilian coffee shop with an Amazon rainforest theme based in Bath city centre. We will serve high quality, fair trade coffee and snacks in a relaxing, dine-in environment.
Our target market is passionate coffee drinkers who enjoy distinct and premium flavors and have time to spend an hour or two relaxing while drinking coffee. These individuals will be willing to pay a higher price given the quality of the coffee, the service, and a one-of-a-kind experience. They will likely be in managerial positions with above-average household income. There is a growing demand for coffee in the UK, with 3 in 5 consumers preferring independent entities. This positioning map visualizes the superior experience and more premium coffee offered by Aroma Brasileiro compared to our competitors. Therefore, we are occupying a distinct place in the Bath coffee market, offering greater customer value. Through the use of sensory marketing, we will provide a quintessential Brazilian coffee experience unlike anything else in Bath. So what is sensory marketing? Sensory marketing is the use of the 5 senses, sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste, to influence the behavior and the attitudes of our consumers. The 5 senses and how they interact can create a heightened customer experience, standing out from the market in terms of perceived customer value.
So how will we use visual stimulants to maximise the customer experience in the design of the store? Sight is the most important sense. It is the first impression conveyed to consumers which assists them in creating the overall product and store image. Exterior decoration. The store exterior is particularly important, and this is what creates a good first impression. It also prompts higher level of pleasure and increases the likelihood of people entering the store. This good impression has been achieved by using a coffee shop with a single story, 2 doors, 1 entrance and 1 exit, and most importantly a window display which follows a Brazilian theme. Packaging of our different coffees, traditional Brazilian coffee grinders and Brazilian coffee sacks will be included in this display. The door setup was initiated because this will give our consumers better protection against COVID-19, which will keep them relaxed. Also, the display that will be used will give them information about the store, but also create an overall image which can lure customers in. Store exterior is particularly important for smaller brands compared to large national chains, as they need the better chance of creating a good first impression. Research suggests that the most successful window displays are aesthetically pleasing, contain a theme, and display accessories associated with the product, like ours has. Store layout. Layout is the main visual cue that can influence customers' expectations of their efficiency to move through a store. This will be done through a simple spacious layout, multi-clockwise direction, a coffee bar in the middle, and tables that are positioned 2 meters apart. The reason we've chosen these is that a well-designed store can increase a consumer's positive mood. This has been achieved through a simple store layout that can help people orientate, find the way and understand signs, to get a feeling of control and personal mastery and environmental mastery. By giving these to people, they will feel more relaxed. Furthermore, having a store where people can go clockwise and anti-clockwise with the coffee bar in the middle will increase overall experience for all customers, as people tend to prefer going around in a store corresponding to which side is their dominant side, meaning that left and right-handed people will be able to gain the satisfaction and the higher mastery of their surroundings. Furthermore, a simple store layout can lead to a higher level of movement for the employees, which means they learn their environment faster, increasing operational efficiency, employee perceptions and overall customer experience. And the 2 meter tables not only protects against COVID spread, but also reduces the noise from other tables. Colour. First impressions are derived from colour. The colours of our store will include green, as this is congruent with the colour of the Brazilian flag and the rainforest where our beans are from. Blue and yellow are also primary colours of the Brazilian flag and subsequently will be our secondary colours. The reason we've chosen these colours is that green, which is a cool colour, can make people feel relaxed, which is congruent with the mood we are trying to set, as it reminds them of nature and the environment. Furthermore, a blue-green hue was found to be even more effective with creating pleasant feelings in people. This means that we can get the maximum effectiveness out of our colour sensory marketing campaign, increasing the amount they are relaxed and increasing their product evaluations. Light. Light increases the amount that consumers want to touch the products. Our sensory marketing campaign with light will include natural light, which is lower intensity, which can be controlled by the blinds and canopies outside our store, and green ceiling lights for when it is dark in the winter morning and afternoon. The reason we've chosen this is that by using the proper light, people can acquire more tactile information if they are wanting to touch the products more, therefore increasing more brand loyalty as they get to know the products better. Furthermore, it keeps to the congruent atmosphere of being relaxed. With low level lighting, individuals feel calm, relaxed or even sleepy. Green lighting can also help with the perception of waiting time due to them feeling more relaxed. Finally, low intensity lighting can increase relaxation in employees, leading to less stress in their job. This means that employee attitudes will be better, increasing employee perceptions and the customer's overall experience. Interior decoration. Interior design is a communicative component of the servicescape that showcases factors such as the culture of a business. The images you see below are part of a mood board that we have used to try and explain how we'd like to decorate our store. All interior plants, Amazon-themed wallpaper and wooden furniture are congruent with the other senses in the shop. The yellow menu boards stick out. This is because this helps with increasing arousal and therefore purchase propensity. Furthermore, the inclusion of greenery or plants has shown to also increase the levels of pleasure and purchase intentions in shops. Overall, interior design has been taking elements from visual stimulants such as colour in store layout to ensure the congruency of the Brazilian culture.
Manipulating an environment's arousing qualities by scents and sounds can differentiate retailers' stores from similar competitors. In particular, these two senses are pivotal to the creation of a pleasant ambient atmosphere within our shop. Throughout sensory marketing literature, sound has frequently been identified as an important factor impacting upon mood, preferences and customer behaviour. This can refer to anything from songs to jingles to rhymes. Many studies have dictated that consumers perceive environments with background music much more positively than those without. Not only does congruent in-store music provide individuals a sense of comfort, it is also found to increase pleasure. Ultimately, the three factors influencing an individual's auditory perception are the volume, tempo and familiarity of the music. It is widely stated that slower tempo and lower volume music will enable an individual to feel more relaxed, calm and satisfied when in store. Additionally, research strongly suggests that slower tempo, lower volume and familiar music will all prompt individuals to spend more time in the store, more money in the store and cause them to perceive time duration and waiting times more positively. However, North et al. 1999 have also emphasised that music specific to a particular country is likely to prompt purchase of a product associated with the country. For example, French music leading to the purchase of French wine over wines from different regions. Consequently, within our coffee shop, we will be playing bossa nova music. This is low tempo music and will be played at a low volume to preserve the tranquility and relaxation throughout the store, leading consumers to spend more money and time in the store and also perceive time duration more positively. Furthermore, bossa nova music originates from Brazil and should therefore prompt consumers to purchase our Brazilian coffee as well as our Brazilian baked goods we have on sale. In addition to ambient music, it is also important to consider external sounds which influence an individual's behaviour and experience. This store will control all external sounds in order to preserve the tranquil atmosphere by spreading out tables so the overall volume level of other consumers speaking isn't too high and using double pane windows to dampen sounds from outside the shop as it is situated within the city centre. Chakravarti 2017 also underlined how kitchen placement within restaurants strongly impacts on the ambience, with the sounds of cooking intensifying the eating experience. Subsequently, we have placed the coffee machine and counter in the centre of the shop so consumers can hear the beans being grinded and the coffee being made so as to maximise the experience. In addition to influencing consumers, background music can also have potentially negative effects upon employees. Research suggests that when employees are forced to listen to the same playlist for an extended period of time, over 4 hours, it can prompt them to become very annoyed and frustrated. Given that we want motivated and happy employees who deliver excellent customer service, we will regularly introduce new and different bossa nova playlists to maintain employee satisfaction.
And now we move on to smell. According to Morin and Retneshaw, an ambient odour causes additional processing efforts on unfamiliar brand stimuli, helping to create superior recall. As a new and unfamiliar coffee shop in Bath, having a distinctive ambient odour will be important in creating recall and generating a customer base. The ambient odour for our coffee shop will be coffee. This is because congruence between smell and location is highly important for store evaluations, and having a congruent smell has a positive impact on time spent in store and money spent. With this in mind, it was important not to overcomplicate our ambient odour. Simply, as a coffee shop, the most congruent ambient odour we could select is coffee. The ambient odour not only has a significant impact on patrons inside the store, it can also be used as a tool to invite passers-by in. It is also important to consider the odour intensity. Coffee can be an intense odour, but to be congruent with our relaxed atmosphere, an intense ambient odour would not work. To overcome this and ensure a not overly intense smell of coffee, the coffee that will be used will be extracted using the vacuum steam stripping with water technique that produces the most appealing aroma. While coffee will be the dominant odour at Aroma Brasileiro, there are other odours that will be experienced and will complement the sensory marketing efforts. At certain times throughout the day, the smell of cafe snacks being baked or food being heated up will dominate the store. However, these smells are congruent with our coffee shop and will complement the ambient odour when they arise. The plants positioned around Aroma Brasileiro produce cool ambient smells, which will balance nicely with the smell of coffee and help create a relaxed atmosphere. The cool ambient odours produced by the plants also lead to a higher likelihood of food and calorie consumption, which is particularly important considering the cakes and snacks that will be on offer. Aroma Brasileiro will also have to contend with external odours. Recognising that the store will be located in Bath city centre, there may be times when uncontrollable external odours will counteract the ambient odour and sensory marketing efforts of the store. If this problem arises, we are aware that windows and doors can be closed to try and protect our ambient odour and sensory considerations. Protecting the ambient odour is important to maintain customer satisfaction and ensure congruency. Smell can also interact with other senses to enhance customer satisfaction. By having the ambient odour of coffee and auditory cues such as the coffee machines, other patrons talking, and bossa nova music playing in the background, all working in harmony and being congruent, it can lead to patrons spending longer in store and stimulate purchasing behaviour. Smell, touch and sound also work together to increase customer satisfaction. With the ambient odour, auditory cues and visual stimuli, such as the store layout and design, all being congruent with the coffee shop, it will lead to greater levels of approach behaviour, impulse purchasing, a better overall experience, and more time spent in store. Our ambient odour will also impact the store's employees and the service they provide. Research suggests that the smell of coffee leads to a higher quality of memory, attention, and a better mood, which will in turn benefit the quality of service provided by our employees.
Taste and touch differ to the other senses, as customer needs to interact with the business or product to be affected by their sensory marketing techniques. Within our case, taste and touch are heavily intertwined and impact significantly upon one another. Therefore, depending on each other to supply this heightened customer value we strive for. The sense of touch plays an important role in customer judgment of quality. On the products that customers interact with via touch, from napkins and utensils to sinks and taps in the toilets, will be high-quality items to help enhance customer perceptions of the store. Our tables and chairs will be wooden in order to be congruent with our rainforest theme and will be made from Brazilian pine, which is also congruent with the store image. We will also have a section of sofas and comfier chairs with cushion that will increase feelings of warmth and coziness. When considering the target customers and positioning of the store, it is highly important that all items customer will touch are congruent with the premium store image. The flooring is an important consideration in regards to touch. A floor's texture can promote sensations of comfort or discomfort, which can in turn affect customer assessment of the stores and products. With this in mind, the flooring we have selected is red essential wood, which has been rated as a favorite wood flooring based on relaxation, warmth, and comfort. A wooden flooring is also concurrent with the Brazilian rainforest theme of Aroma Brasileiro. A wooden floor over a carpet was also deemed most appropriate considering the regular deep cleaning that would have to take place during the COVID. The cups of our coffee and plates will be made from porcelain, which considered to be a high-quality material, again reinforcing the premium store image. The temperature of Aroma Brasileiro will be 20 degrees Celsius, room temperature with the intention of being slightly higher in the winter and slightly lower in the summer. Having conducted some primary market research at other coffee shops in Bath, we see that this is the standard, because this is the most pleasant temperature a store can be. Being too hot or too cold will cause discomfort among customers. Having the store at room temperature is also considered to be natural and fits into the natural environment we are creating in the store with natural light and ambient odors. Besides that, touch has also been proven to interact very well with other senses. By ensuring all items that consumers come into contact with smell pleasant and clean, it would help to make them more pleasurable to touch. Also, seeing is reinforced by touch. It helps consumers to get a fuller understanding of what they see. By ensuring all furniture and items that consumers come into contact with are concurrent with the store image, it would help and enhance consumer perception of the store.
Given that our shop is an on-trade establishment, the taste of our coffee is one of the central elements to our overall success. If consumers don't enjoy the coffee we serve, they won't return. Although coffee has quite a unique flavor compared to other beverages, different individuals still prefer different types of coffee. Therefore, our shop will provide a range of different Brazilian flavors, some sweeter options and some more bitter options, in order to meet all potential consumer demands. Croman et al. And other scholars have established that when consumers interact with products, it increases purchase intention. We recognize that touching and interacting with products is not possible in a coffee shop the way it is in a retail environment. Coffee beans with food that has been handled by another customer could not be sold on. This is particularly important during COVID times. With this in mind, we propose that free samples of our various coffees and snacks will be available before consumers make their purchase decision. This will allow them the opportunity to interact with our offerings without the store having any contamination issues. Free samples are now considered to be more powerful than traditional marketing methods. It will also be beneficial in developing a customer base for our store. Furthermore, we recognize the importance of establishing congruence between taste and all other senses to improve the perceived taste of our coffee. All our coffees will be served within yellow tulip-shaped cups made from porcelain. Cups were selected over other containers as the overall quality of the drink is perceived as higher when served within containers congruent and suitable for the beverage. Additionally, a beverage is also perceived as more pleasant when offered in a container, which they expect the product to be offered in given their past experiences. As coffee is typically consumed within either cups or mugs, a coffee will therefore be viewing as more pleasant and of higher quality. The color yellow was selected as packaging using warmer colors is perceived to contain hotter liquids. This is significant given coffee is a beverage normally served hot, which tastes much worse when cold and will therefore be perceived as hotter and more positively when served in a yellow cup. Additionally, yellow is one of the prominent colors in the Brazilian flags, meaning these cups fit with the overall theme of our shop. Tulip-shaped cups will specifically be used as a study from Carvalho and Spence, outlined how a coffee's aroma was perceived as more intense from a tulip-shaped cup compared to a split or open cup design. Consequently, using tulip-shaped cups will allow customers to truly experience the distinct Brazilian flavor of our coffee. These cups will be made of porcelain as it is a material with excellent thermal insulating materials, allowing for high heat retention, meaning that our coffee will remain hotter for longer. Schifferstein also underlines how hot drinks within hot containers are perceived more positively. Through utilizing porcelain, our mugs will be hot when touched by consumers and therefore perceived more positively. Furthermore, Ferreira highlights how textures which are congruent with the taste receive more favorable taste evaluations and with higher satisfaction levels. As porcelain is a smooth material and coffee is a smooth liquid, this congruence will prompt more positive favor perceptions from customers. Researchers has also illustrated the significance of congruency between smell and taste. Kana and Mashua underlined how undisputable link between smell and taste and how individuals either like both smell and taste or dislike both smell and taste. Also, when the ambient smell of the store is congruent with the taste of the product, it leads to the product being perceived as more pleasant and greater taste perceptions. The moderate intense coffee smell within the store will undoubtedly be perceived positively, particularly by coffee drinkers, and it's congruent with the taste of our coffee. Consumers will enjoy the taste even more. There has been significant research exploring the congruency between sound and taste. It is suggested that when background music and noise is too loud, it generally negatively impacts upon taste, with coffee tasting less bitter and perceived as having less aroma. Moreover, customers are typically less sensitive to certain sensory and hedonic attributes of a coffee within louder environments, such as the coffee's sweetness or bitterness and its flavor. A product's taste is also more likely to be perceived positively if the background music is perceived positively. By controlling the in-store and external sounds to ensure they remain at a lower desirable level and playing low tempo and volume bossa nova music, consumers will truly be able to taste the distinct and unique flavor of a Brazilian coffee. Additionally, Spence outlines how hearing sounds associated with the creation of the coffee, such as the grinding of coffee beans or steam escaping from high pressure from the coffee machine, can lead to greater taste perceptions. We will maximize this benefit by utilizing a high-quality coffee machine, which increases desirable sounds, including sizzling and dripping, while decreasing less desirable sounds, including loudness and sharpness of the machine. By doing the perceived, taste of our coffee will be greater. Within our store, we have thoroughly utilized sensory interactions in order to provide consumers with a highly unique and pleasant experience. Congruency between all the senses have also been leveraged to heighten this overall experience. Although we've commented on the theme of congruency throughout this presentation, we have outlined a few key examples on the slide. We will use smooth textured coffee cups to ensure congruency with smooth textured coffee to enhance the perceived taste of the coffee and increase customer satisfaction. By ensuring all items that consumers come into physical contact with smell pleasant and clean, it will help to make them more pleasurable to touch. Seeing is reinforced by touch. It helps consumers to get a fuller understanding of what they see. By ensuring all furniture and items that consumers come into contact with are congruent with the store image, it will help enhance consumer perceptions of the store. By having the ambient odor of coffee and auditory cues, such as the coffee machine, other patrons talking, and bossa nova playing in the background, working in harmony and being congruent, it can lead to patrons spending longer in store and stimulate purchasing behavior. Smell, touch, and sound also work together to increase the customer satisfaction. With the ambient odor, auditory cues, and visual stimuli, such as store layout and design, all being conjugated within the coffee shop, it will lead to a greater level of approach behavior, impulse purchasing, a better overall experience, and more time spent in store. The video playing brings together all of our research from this presentation to display how these sensory marketing techniques will shape the store.
Obrigado, esperamos ver você em breve.